Hello, human.
Page 101.
Because if I had picked a book that I wasn't enjoying,
But all endings are also beginnings. We just don't know it at the time.
hello, human. It is I, your favorite human, and as always, it is lovely to have you here. I hope you're doing well. I am doing fine. I'm doing okay. I'm noticing how fast life is moving and how much time I am spending on my phone, and how when I wake up in the morning, the first thing I do is pick up my phone. In the past, I would wake up in the morning and the first thing I do is my yoga, and after that I read for like an hour in bed before getting up. And now I very rarely find time for reading, but I'm trying to get back into my old routine of waking up early, reading, doing my yoga, doing all the things I want to do, like just making time for things that I enjoy so I don't get lost in adulthood, because there's always something to do when you're an adult. Yeah, that's basically what I'm trying to do this week, and I hope by watching this you would also sleep early and wake up early to do the things that you love before going to your 9 to 5. Okay? I'm currently reading A Serial Killer's Guide to Marriage by Asia Make. I think I was looking for something intriguing. I wasn't looking for something slow this month because I wanted something that would just grab my attention to help me actually sit down and read. And this title was just very interesting to me, so I started reading. I'm currently in page 76. I'll read for about an hour this morning and before getting ready for work.
I made it to page 101. This book, it's really fast-paced because of what's happening. So basically, it's a sociopathic / psychopathic woman who gets a high off of killing bad men. Like, she kills abusive men and criminals and mostly men who harm women, and then she falls in love with a man who is just as psychopathic as her. He also kills terrible men. They did that for years. They fell in love and she got pregnant. They got married, she got pregnant, and now they have a child. She wants to continue living as they've always lived, but on the other hand, her husband wants to settle down and live a normal traditional life, mother, father and daughter. And yeah, it's a bit of a friction between them now, because Hazel, the woman, doesn't know who she is without the highs she gets from killing bad men. And it's the same as well for her husband, Fox, just that he keeps reminding himself that he wants a stable life for his daughter. It's definitely very interesting so far, and I'm enjoying it. But I think I will stop here for this morning and I will go get ready for work. I will see you tomorrow morning. Good morning.
It's a new day. I feel like my brain is still booting. Yesterday night or yesterday evening, I spent a lot of time in bed just reading, but I was too lazy to film it. So I went from page 101 to page 145. So I'll continue reading from page 145 this morning. This book is actually very, it's fast paced. It has very short chapters and it's so intriguing, and it has like two point of views, the woman's and the guy's. So sometimes there would be like a cliffhanger on one chapter and you go to the next chapter and it's the other person's point of view. So you have to quickly get to that other person's point of view so you can come back to, the other point of view to know what actually happens next. So it's like the book is keeping me on my feet, and it's just what I needed really to get myself back into reading as often as I would like. Actually, yesterday when I was reading in bed, I was just thinking about how wonderful it would actually be if all I did was just read. Like wake up, eat, do some yoga, maybe go to the gym, come home, have some food already prepared by someone else, sit up for a while for your food to digest, and then just get in bed and read. It's like, wow, that would actually not be a bad life. But unfortunately, I have to rise and grind. So I'll take whatever little pockets of time I can get to read and do all my silly little hobbies, and then rise and grind. Don't have a choice now, do I? Let's get into today's reading. Today, I actually woke up like an hour or two ago, but I've just been in bed questioning my existence. I think I'm having a bit of a what's even the point of everything kind of spiral. And usually when I have that, I just want to stop everything and stay in silence and not talk to anyone for months. I genuinely was going to just stop filming this because, when you're thinking, what's the point of everything? It's like, okay, why am I even filming this? Why do I have a YouTube channel? Why am I documenting any of this? It doesn't mean anything, right? Then again, I just had to snap out of it because it's never a good, it never ends well. But life has to continue. Oh, my Kindle battery is low. Need to charge. So I think I'm just going to sit in bed here, plug it and read with it. Yeah. Today is an existential crisis day. Today I'm obviously more upbeat than I was yesterday. Yesterday I think I was having a bit of an existential crisis. But today I think I'm a bit more hopeful about life. Actually did some yoga this morning, which felt really good. I feel like I want to do something that reminds me that actually I like being alive. I want to do something that makes me feel happy to be alive. And going to a bookstore is one of those things, or just going outside and people watching and walking around a park or something. So maybe this evening I'll do that. We'll see how the day goes. Yeah, life is very dynamic. Yeah. I'm really, really glad I picked this book to read. It's so fast-paced and like it's so interesting. Like actually, each time I pick it up, I feel like I can't put it down. So I'm very happy. Because if I had picked a book that I wasn't enjoying, I probably would have felt too lazy to keep filming this even. So this is good. It's a bit annoying. The characters are quite annoying, but you know, it's all part of the package. Oh, this is cute. See? I just got out of the bookstore and I'm sat in a park right in front of the bookstore. I got this book. I feel like this is something I really need right now. I need a book that will make me feel hopeful about life. You know, a fictional book that will make me feel hopeful about life. And I know I've heard so much about this book, and I know that it's going to do just that for me. But aside that, I think I feel grateful that there are still things in life that can lift my spirits up. Like, I'm glad that just walking into a bookstore can make me feel like, okay, life might not be that bad. And you know, thankful that I can walk into a bookstore and buy a book, you know, that I want. Thankful to be sitting under this really beautiful tree. And I'm very glad I came outside for sure. I think I'm really with how I'm feeling. I think usually when I feel like this, my default would be to recoil back into myself and just stay away from everything and everyone. But I'm trying to break that pattern of isolation or isolating myself and abandoning everything that is important to me based on my emotions. So I'm trying to break out of that, and I guess I'm realizing that actually getting out of the house instead of isolating actually helps. But yeah.
water fountain attached to it.
Yeah.
Every time I see people filling their bottles there, I'm so icked out because
They are drinking from the water fountain.
yeah, like filling their bottles, drinking water.
Hello, human. I have finally finished. Oh, I have finally finished reading my book, A Serial Killer's Guide to Marriage. I'm finally done. I don't know if you can see that. I actually enjoyed reading this book because it was fast-paced. I kept wanting to know what would happen next. It is it is very like very unhinged characters, and yeah, it made for a good story. I think I rated it 4 out of 5 stars on Goodreads simply because of how much I enjoyed it, right? But I do not advise anyone to go be a serial killer or to marry a serial killer, okay? Yeah, that's about that. I actually started reading my new book already, the book I bought at the bookstore, and I love that there is a book for everything that you feel or every phase that you are in, because I've wanted to read this book for a long time, but I kept waiting for a particular time in my life where I would enjoy reading a book like this, right? Something in my life, something that is a major part of my life has ended, and it is something that I have struggled with for a while. But I think I'm reaching a place of acceptance now, and also reminding myself that sometimes something ending means it's time for something new to begin. And this book is already giving me that vibe. It's already giving me that, you know, yes, this is ending, but it's also a beginning type thing. And I love that for me. I already made it to page 20, but in literally the first page of the book goes, "This is a story about a man named Eddie, and it begins at the end, with Eddie dying in the sun." Yes, with Eddie dying in the sun. It might seem strange to start a story with an ending, but all endings are also beginnings. We just don't know it at the time. And yeah, this is exactly what I need in the phase that I currently am in. And I love that about literature. I love that about art of all forms, be it movies, be it books, be it music, be it paintings. There is something for everyone. There is something for every time in your life. There is something for every phase that you are in, because the artist is also a human being just like you, and the artist is experiencing life just like you. The artist is experiencing different phases of life just like you are, and they create these things out of their pain or whatever it is they've experienced or seen people experience, which then makes it easy for anyone who is going through the same thing to, you know, consume that art in whatever form it might be and not feel alone, right? It's like, oh, actually, I'm not the only one who has experienced something that is a major part of my life ending. And, you know, in the moment, it's tough to think a huge chunk of your life has just ended like that. But over time, I'm sure I will see reasons why it had to end, and I'm excited for what's to come. And I know I haven't given like proper context for what it is that is ending, and that's because it's a bit too personal. I don't think I would want to have that on social media, at least not yet. I'm not one to share things that I'm going through when I'm going through it online. I might talk about it when it's over, when I'm feeling better, may not, it depends. But yeah, that's, yeah. Anyway, I'm glad that there is something in this life, as hard as it is. I'm glad that there are still like little things, like reading a book, like watching a movie, like just silly random things that can still bring me some kind of joy, some kind of hope in life. And I'm very grateful that I am actually a reader, because there's nothing as immersive for me as reading. There's nothing that takes me out of my own mind, out of my own world, and into a completely different world like reading does. There's nothing that does that for me as much as reading does, and I'm so grateful that I have that. I'm grateful that this is one of my passions, reading, because it really helps me a whole lot, especially when I feel low or I'm going through stuff. So yeah, very grateful. And I hope anyone watching has something that they can hold on to, especially when they are going through a very difficult phase in your life. Yeah, thank you for watching this video. I really hope everybody in the world starts to read, because I think it's so important to read. Outside of it helping you not feel alone, can actually make your vocabulary so much better. So pick up a book today. But yeah, thank you for rocking with me. I shall see you in the next video, and yeah, thank you. Bye.